Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. And today I thought I would chat with you guys a little bit about what's going on with some of the comments and questions and things other people are saying about my coaching service and why it doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care, and why it doesn't even affect my business. So let me put on my +5 hat of speechcraft and let's talk about this. I'll answer some questions because I did get some legitimate questions that people have asked, and they say, well, this has been raised or that's been raised. Like, for example, I think someone asked me in the comments, how could you have spreadsheets or whatever for people already? It's like because I'm diligent with it and I gave people a lot of upfront attention. So, in other words, all of my clients already, I wrote programs for them within 3 to 4 days, right? They had programs. And what people need to remember, if you look at who I took on as clients, and if you guys remember the requirements I had, it's going to be the ability to film yourself, the ability to do video calls, all of that stuff. So if that was already part of the screening, so if someone couldn't do that, they didn't even get a consultation. These are people who all had form check videos already. So basically all my initial clients that I took on, all of them, almost all of them, I think maybe one. I have one guy who doesn't have any form check videos already. So if I can already see what their squat, their bench, their deadlift, their overhead press, all of that stuff looks like, and I can see their heavy sets that they have already filmed within the last month or two, and they have given me their numbers of this is what I lift, these are what my lifts are, this is what I've done for a triple, this is what I've done for a single, or this is what I've done for 5. I have all of their lifts. I spent an hour in consultation with every one of them to find out what their goals were, what equipment they have available, what their work schedules or training schedules are. So all of that was done on the same weekend. And when I mean that was done, I put up the post offering the service, and I filled those slots within 24 hours. I filled all the slots within 24 hours, and every single one of those consultations for people I chose to use, I spent an hour in Skype with them. An hour. And taking notes and noting all this stuff. Every one of them, just about all the exception, with the exception of one, sent me form videos so I know what their squat, their bench press, their deadlift, their overhead press, their rows for some of them, their pull-ups for some of them. I know what all of it looks like already. They sent me all of that. So I was able to immediately sit down and start writing programs. So the same weekend, I did all that. By that Sunday, I already had programs, the starting programs, at least their first week, blocked out for 3 of them. So for 3 of my people, a day and a half after I put up the actual thing, I already wrote their first week of training. And what I'm having people do is they're updating me real time. So in other words, at the end of their workouts, for their first couple workouts, they're shooting me a message. And I assess it. You guys got to remember, my YouTube is technically a part-time job. I have a reasonable amount of free time. I can go over and check all my emails and messages. I can look and see when someone says, hey, this felt light, this felt heavy, this is how many reps I had in reserve, this is my rate of perceived exertion, here's the video of my heaviest lift, here's a video of what my bench looked like, here's what the video of my deadlift looked like, and they send me that. I mean, people are doing that right from the gym. A lot of these guys, they just film it on their phone, they shoot me a message with their video in it of their heavy lifts. It's not that hard. So if you pre-screen for people and you select people who have the ability to do this, everything is already updated. So, I mean, I already have one of my guys, he's already just finished his first week of training. He just finished his first week of training. I've already done my 1-hour follow-up for him on webcam because twice a month, each client gets an hour of Skype time with me. So they get real feedback. So once a day, I go through and peek at what my clients send me. I look at their form, look at their lifts, and I go over and adjust their spreadsheet. So when I say I have spreadsheets for all their lifting. I go over and adjust based upon the notes they send me what's going on. And then when I get in the video call with the person, when we do the update, we go over their form again. I look at their form check videos. I go through, I ask how heavy the lifts are. We get a rate of perceived exertion for different lifts they do, and I adjust everything from their hammer curls to their tricep extensions to their barbell rows, and I adjust their programming projected forward based upon the progressions that I want for them. And by that same token, I have notes. Every one of them has a file. So I have a file that includes all their demographic information that I need, all of their background information, notes on what's going on with their training, because as they talk to me in Skype, I type and I take notes. And so what it is a fully customized service. And quite frankly, so far, my people have been very happy. So when people say things like, well, people said, I don't have to market, I don't have to advertise. And you guys know very good and well that I have a ton of trolls. So if any of my people were to put forward their stuff or to do a testimonial, you know that they would be harassed into the ground. Therefore, it's going to be kept confidential. I don't have to do any of that. And that's what people forget. It doesn't matter if people make videos saying, oh, don't take his services, or where's the testimonials. I don't have to have them. All right, do you guys understand that if I took up every single person last weekend when I opened this up, if I took on every single person who sent an inquiry, I would already have 20 clients at least, like people who expressed a genuine interest in the service. Right? I'd have 20 clients right now. I don't want 20 clients right now. So essentially, it's going to be a case of a wait list. Maybe next month, I'm going to probably open up 2 more slots. If one of my guys drops out, I might open 3. All right? But I don't want to have more than 2 new clients in any given month, because each person needs that upfront attention. That's why people say, well, how could you have stuff done that fast? Because I gave every single client individual attention and looked at everything. And so that's kind of the point that people need to understand. These are people I'm not out having to market. And that's just the reality of it. What I'm doing with the coaching, these are people who have really followed my stuff. These aren't trolls who just have kind of nitpicked, or other people who think they know what my channel's about or what I do. Every single person who expressed a serious interest in a client to me has been watching hundreds of my videos. Okay, and you guys have to remember, whatever you think about the channel outreach, look at the subscriber count, look at the total net views. I don't mean go look at the views for one video. Oh, that video only got 4,000 views. All right, my channel gets 1 million views a month. I have 74.5 million views. There are a lot of people who actually really watch all this stuff. Like if you guys say, well, most of your informative videos only get X number of thousands of views, you understand that if 1% of the people who watch those informative videos were to request coaching services, I couldn't take that many on. I couldn't even take that many. I can't handle that many clients. So at a certain point, what people have to grasp is that this isn't going to be marketed. I don't need to prove anything to anyone who's going to apply. Because if someone says, well, I need him to prove to me that he can coach me, well, I don't need you. And that's just the reality. And that's not being a dick. That's not being arrogant. There are people who are applying for those slots. So when I open up spots, there are going to be people who send in requests. I'm going to get to pick and choose and interview who I want to take as clients. It kind of works the other way around. It's not going to be the case of me having to convince the clients. It's going to be the clients convincing me that they're a good client. And that's just the reality. It's the fact is I have a pretty good size following, and I have a lot of people who've wanted me to coach for many years. And most of my clients have expressed that once I get them in front of the camera. They're like, actually, I've been waiting forever. I've been waiting a long time hoping you would open up coaching. Okay? So they're already sold. What I have to do, I don't have to convince anyone in the world of my coaching services. No one who's making videos about it, no one who hates me. I don't have to, because they're not my target clients. And that's the beauty of the business model like this. You know what I have to do? What I have to do as a coach is open up slots. Okay? That's what I have to do on the marketing end. On the actual coaching end, I have to continue to give every single client who comes on the level of service I'm already giving people. If people are enjoying their routines, they feel that they are being respected as a client, They feel like they are getting value as a client, and they are happy with the level of service. If they are happy with the level of service, I'm going to have that client for a year. I'm going to have that client for 2 years. Because they are getting what they paid for. And that's what people need to understand. I don't have to market this service. My marketing is already a 6 or 7 year old YouTube history and putting out thousands of videos about training, right? That's my marketing. And it doesn't matter what trolls and the entire internet or anyone says about me. The knowledge on the training and programming is already up there. And then what already my clients are being shocked with is what I have them do. Once they get under my care, they're like, oh man, this is a lot different than I thought my training was going to be. I thought you were just going to throw me at a bunch of triples. No, this is all specialized. Everything is weak point assessment. Everything is programming. Everything is fine tuning and adjusting their programs as we go. Right? It's fixing everything that's broken. And each person is being assessed that way. This is a legitimate, serious one-on-one coaching. And that's what I'm doing. And I enjoy it and I like it. And so far, the clients have been extremely happy with it. So once I have those settled in, will I open up more slots? Yes. But right now, no slots are open. So it's kind of like the funny thing is that there are all these people who feel the need to come over and criticize it and tell people, oh, don't take his coaching services. I have a line of people already waiting for me to open up slots. It's like you guys don't have the ability to shut that down. And it doesn't matter if when you guys start making your fake reviews, because the fake reviews started years before I ever opened up coaching service. So that's nothing new. You know what? You guys already made all your fake reviews and put them up that Jason took money when I had never been offering online coaching services at any point. I couldn't have taken your money. And so it just simply doesn't matter. Like none of that matters. It doesn't matter if some troll channels make videos about it. It doesn't matter if Junkie Ward makes videos about it. It's just completely irrelevant. It doesn't affect it. And that's kind of my point. The public perception of it doesn't matter. Do you know what matters? Is do the people who actually apply for it, who want those slots, are they happy with the service they get after they sign up? That's all that matters. Literally, that's all I have to worry about on a marketing end. Is giving the clients what they pay for. And it doesn't matter if 1 million people who watch YouTube think that the service is no good. I only need 15 or 16 or 20 or whatever I eventually decide to take on. I only need those people to want the service and feel that it's good. Because everyone else isn't a paying client. Like if you're not actually ready to pay me to coach you right now, your opinion is completely irrelevant because you're not a potential client. If you're not standing there having already paid me and ready to pay me again for next month coming up, your opinion doesn't matter because you're not my potential client. It doesn't affect the business. And that's just reality. That's not being arrogant. I'm just simply stating facts. I don't have slots open for the people to take. Next month I probably will, but this month there's no more slots opening up. They're full. So I don't know what good people think they're going to do by telling people don't take the slots. There are already people lining up waiting for me to open up more. And they will open up, but because of the level of service I'm offering, I can't take on 5 or 6 new ones again at any given time. I just can't do it because I won't be able to give the quality of service that I want to give my people if I do that. So it's going to have to be a slow thing. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.